This is the YOB ConvoCast, one-on-one conversations with your other brother's authors, community members, supporters, and friends.
What's up, friends, and welcome to the YOB ConvoCast, conversations with the YOB community. And this is exciting because the voice you're about to hear today, he is no stranger. He is no stranger whatsoever to the YOB Podcast Network. He's done a few ConvoCasts from our original run of these episodes last year, and he was on a recent YOBcast talking about what else? Masturbation. It's our resident sexpert, Matt. What's up, Matt?
First of all, you gotta call me the sexpert. Really?
Wouldn't you call yourself a sexpert? You would, wouldn't you?
Not really. No, I wouldn't use that at all. At all. No.
But you're someone who has wisdom to bestow in the realm of sex, and you have experience, and you've been very open and honest about your experiences, which I appreciate as someone who has not had sex and who feels like something of a noob when it comes to sexual topics sometimes. I feel like I've learned a lot from you over the years, Matthew.
Well, you'll always be a noob since you're basically a virgin, kind of. So, I mean, yeah. If
Let's
you
be
ever...
clear. I am a virgin. It's not a virgin, kind of.
Okay.
I mean,
you are a virgin. Yeah, you are. So, I mean, hey, Dick.
I'm almost a 40-year-old virgin now. We're getting closer and closer.
I was going to say that. And how do you feel about that?
Mostly okay. Like when I say it out loud, all of a sudden it feels weird. Like 40-year-old virgin's like, oh gosh, am I going to be like that awkward Steve Carell character when I'm 40 years old? Am I that person now? Probably.
Yeah.
Some people would probably say yes.
I mean, you are awkward as it is. And I mean, the only friends that you have are people who are awkward, mostly. I mean, you do have some cool people within your midst, but I mean,
you don't know who I roll with. You don't know my friends.
Sure,
you don't know. I've met. Yeah, I have some incredible friends here in the Jewel. But what have you been up to, Matt, since we talked about masturbation? You know, I need to bring this up right away because our dear mutual brother Dean, I heard some birdies whisper that y'all hung out together, and furthermore hung out at one of my favorite places on the planet. You know what I'm talking about.
Why don't you say what it is?
It is. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's called Meow Wolf in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and I don't even know how would you even define what it is? It's almost better that it's kind of hard to describe what it is.
How I would describe it is basically you put Stranger Things with a museum, with a playground, with I think it's just basically those three all put together, and you just walk around. There's a mystery that you need to solve, and everybody loves it. Everybody enjoys it. We spent I'm going to say about 2 hours and 30 minutes just roaming around there trying to solve the mystery of what it is that makes Meow Wolf. And it was very, very lovely.
And yes, if you're curious, if you're listening and you're trying to hear what we're saying, yes, we are saying the two words meow and wolf.
Yeah.
They're probably listening like, are they saying Meow Wolf? What is
yes.
that? And yeah, that's what it is. It's like an interactive like playground museum. Yeah, it's hard to put into words. You did a good job actually describing the Stranger Things. Yeah, it's a great place if you're into photos. Like I know we are. Like we're big into the photo game. There's plenty of opportunities for some epic / interesting / bizarre photos. When you go to Meow Wolf. So it's a great place to get lost. If you love getting lost as much as I do, I love just going somewhere and have no idea where I'm going and just explore and just let it unfold as you go, you know, like that. Those are some of my favorite adventures I've ever had. But you got to hang out with Dean, who I love, and he's fantastic. So a big shout out to Dean, who's on his little Yob hiatus, Yob break right now.
Yeah.
We are sending him lots of love. I'm glad you guys got to hang out. That made my heart smile.
Yeah. Well, he needed it. So, yeah, we planned this trip since early of this year, and he got to meet
Nice.
a majority of my friends, both on different churches that I go to. So, I enjoyed it. He'd enjoyed it. All my friends were there. They definitely treated him very, very well. Here's the thing. So Friday nights, me and a group of friends, we have what we call Friday night hangouts. And he got to see what we do on Friday nights. And as of right now, we are going through the original Star Wars movie. So basically, we're watching A New Hope, we're watching Empire Strikes Back, and we are going to finish off the original trilogy with the Return of the Jedi. So he came in the midst of the Empire Strikes Back, and not only that, but my friends treated him with a delicious meal of green chili enchiladas and also homemade sopapillas.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That is such a New Mexico meal. That sounds fantastic.
It was. He loved
And
it.
Dean's a foodie too. So I bet Dean, I'm not that anyone who doesn't cook couldn't enjoy a meal, but someone who knows how to make a meal like he does, like I'm sure he really appreciated that.
Oh, dude, he definitely did. So, one of our friends, she's a two, so she loves cooking. She loves being a
Aw.
servant, and it was probably one of her best dish that she's ever made ever. Then, yeah, most of my friends met him. There's maybe three of them that weren't there because two of them are married couple. They're off. They went to a wedding. Another one is a hiker, and he loves going hiking. So he was in Utah, hiking in Utah as well. So they weren't there, but they definitely sent their love to Dean, and he loved everything. We went shopping.
Of course.
Here's the thing. So with Dean, he's not really a hiker, but we kind of took him on a hike a little bit.
I was gonna say, we've joked on the show. We had a funny joke about when we did our physical. You were on the fitness episode,
Yes.
right? Yeah, you were on the fitness episode. Yeah, we had joked before that about how we were going to do a fitness episode, and Dean was like emphatic, saying, "Do not put me on the fitness episode. Do not put me on the fitness episode," because he just doesn't. He doesn't do fitness. But
okay.
I thought it would be funny though to put him on the fitness episode and like talk about that. Like, wouldn't that be funny to learn why? Why do you not do fitness? What's going on?
Yeah.
But nonetheless, he was not on the fitness episode.
And here's the thing: I took him to my gym.
Did he work out? Did you make him work out?
Well, no, I didn't make him do heavy lifting, all the free weights and everything. He just he just walked on on the treadmill, and that was it. And while I did my things, lifting weights and everything, and also I was helping out with some of my friends who were trying to figure out the squat rack and everything, which was hilarious. The story in it of itself, but I took him to my gym. He actually liked it. So he was he really enjoyed it. And of course, he quote unquote enjoyed the people there. So, but I mean, we definitely had fun, shopping, I made him go hiking, took him to my gym, went to Meow Wolf. We ate a lot of food. We went to one of my favorite drinks place. I would say a little bit better than Starbucks, which is Dutch Bros. So he loved it. He tried fry bread. He tried fry bread. So I am proud of that. So we got two fry bread, and he ate one and a half while I ate just half of it. So, but I mean,
this is the thing. We've mentioned it. I think we've mentioned it before, but it's when you visit Matthew, you always have a full agenda. It would be shocking to visit Matthew and there's what do we do today, you guys? There's nothing to do. That to me is so inconceivable. Whenever I would visit you, we have filled every hour. It's been fun. And I'm so glad. Yeah, I'm just glad you guys got to hang out. I last time I saw Dean, because I hadn't seen him probably for a couple of years with all the pandemic and hospitalization and everything.
Hmm.
I hadn't seen him until just a couple months ago when my brother got married because we were in the wedding together. So it was
Yeah.
really special to be able to see Dean at my brother Andy's wedding over in Tennessee. So I got to see him then. Which was good because again, I feel like he and I would at least connect at least once a year, if not 2 or 3 times a year in various capacities. But
Oh,
it's just been
yeah.
a weird year as all around. But yeah, I'm glad
Yeah.
you guys got to hang out as well.
Yeah. And I got to Snapchat Andy a couple times. So
No
your
way.
brother, yeah, for reals, your brother is hilarious. And I mean, this isn't the down low. I mean, this isn't low key. I always say this in front of Tom, but Andy is my favorite. So, and I'm not going to apologize for that. So,
Your favorite what? Zuniga?
yes, exactly,
My mom is
exactly.
offended. How dare you?
Well, I guess she plays favorites.
If you
So,
met if you ever met my mom, she would eclipse Andy in a heartbeat.
of
She
course,
would be your favorite, no doubt.
yeah, you're such a mama's boy.
I am. I love my mom.
Hmm.
But Matthew, I'm so glad we got to talk about Dean in this episode. I was expecting to maybe just briefly mention him, but I'm glad we're giving him some love because he is a wonderful human being.
Yeah.
It would have been fun if he was still with you. It could have been a ConvoCast double dose, although that technically would break the spirit of the ConvoCast, which is just supposed to be a one-on-one conversation. But it'd
Hey,
be
so
funny
yeah,
if he was like in the back seat because you're recording from your car because of course you
yes,
are. It'd be funny if he were like in the back seat right now and he just poked his
that would
That'd
be
be so great.
hilarious. That would be
But he
hilarious.
just left you like a day ago or 2 days ago, right? Something pretty recent.
Couple of days ago.
Couple of
Yeah,
days, yeah.
yeah.
Well, fun. Well, I'm glad you're taking the time from your car to talk to us. What would you, in our remaining time, Matt, we got about 10 minutes left. What would you like to discuss today? Do you have anything on your heart that you want to bring to the table?
Yeah. So unfortunately, this is still a difficult season for mine, for myself, and it's just still definitely prayers for me, and my family, and I know I keep updating everybody this on this, but we also had another death in the family as well. So
Hmm.
it keeps happening. So this is going to be number 7, and this was a pretty close relative of mine, cousin of mine.
Seven
So
in the last year. Is that what you mean?
yeah, within the last year.
Wow.
So yeah, this one's been really really difficult because we've been trying to help out my cousin who's been addicted to drugs and alcoholism, and uh, this time it took his life, and we definitely did our best, but at the same time, there's only so much that we could do, and yeah, especially for myself, I've been taking it pretty hard, so. I'm still in the grieving process, and not only that, but just kind of the grieving process of everybody who passed away within the year. So again, this is going to be number 7, and yeah, definitely prayers for myself and for my family. So I definitely do have bad days, and of course good days, but yeah, I think during this season, um, during this season, I've expressed a lot of emotions, aka I've been crying a lot more. So I'm not a robot. I'm not like
Well, I wanted to,
yeah.
yeah, I wanted to like ask you about that without coming across as insensitive, which maybe that's silly to phrase that to you because
Eh.
hopefully you would know that I'm not an insensitive person. So I would hope to think that you wouldn't interpret my question as insensitive. But that was going to be my question, like as an eight for you, as someone who the typical stereotype, I guess, of the eight is that they're just robots or that they're large and in charge and
Hmm.
get what they want and kind of in an unhealthy way they'll bulldoze people, but in a healthy way
Hmm.
they just naturally stand out. They have a louder voice, they have a louder presence. But when it
Yeah.
comes to stuff like grief, when it comes to death, that was going to be my question: is like, how have you been processing this year? Have you dealt with death like prior to COVID, prior to this whole crazy year? Um, has it changed like with all these strings of losses that you've had with your family?
Yeah, it's definitely changed us. And as of right now, we're in the grieving process. For myself, it's kind of like more, I guess you could say that this is like the eight side of me. Is I'm just dealing with a lot of anger and just a lot of sadness, like almost every day. And unfortunately, I there have been friends who haven't been stepping up, and I need them to, but unfortunately, they're not there. But I am grateful for the ones who have actually stepped up and actually comforted me, especially with my own church as well. Even with my
Stepping
with
up to just like listen
comfort,
to you or
yeah,
hear you out, be there
yeah,
for you.
yeah, exactly. To listen to me and just to be there for me,
Yeah.
even to the point. I mean, like again, this is number seven of within my family who has died. So I actually had to step down from my leadership role
Mm.
because yeah, I'm still trying to heal, and I'm still trying to grieve properly. And it definitely sucks. Again, this season definitely does suck. And I mean, I don't want every time I come on here, whether it's the ConvoCast or the YOBcast, to update you guys on death. But unfortunately, this is the reality of it of my life right now. And I mean, again, like I don't want this to be like all the time, but again, this
Yeah.
is the reality. I'm going to keep saying that. And I don't know, maybe like towards the end of like this hard season, that I don't know, maybe I'm going to be more gentle. I'm going to be more kinder. I don't know, or I could be just like even more meaner as well. So there's that
Yeah, no,
opposite side.
here's what death and pain and struggle in general does to somebody. It either makes you, there's really no choice. It either makes you a more gentle, empathetic person, or it hardens you and makes you cynical and makes you abrasive, it makes you jaded. Like that's kind
Hmm.
of the essence of pain. And it's a beautiful thing when you tend it well, right? If you become
Yeah,
more empathetic and more able to connect with your fellow man and fellow woman better, like that's a beautiful thing. But obviously pain is not fun. Pain is pain. Pain is hard. And so
yeah,
there isn't always the easier road to not process your emotions, not process your feelings, either by yourself, with God, with other people, and to just let it harden you. And so it sounds like, I mean, I don't walk in your shoes on a daily basis, so only you know the answer to this. So, but it sounds like from what you're describing that it's hopefully becoming more the former rather than the latter.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Hopefully,
definitely lifting you up, Matthew. It's yeah, it's sorry to hear that it just keeps on
yeah, yeah.
escalating.
So right now we're my family is just, especially for myself, we're just kind of like in our thought process is kind of like, all right, who's next? Who's number eight? And that's it.
Right.
So again,
Yeah.
that's the reality of my family's life and my life as well. But for those who are listening to this, I do thank you for your thoughts and prayers and everything. And I'm definitely enjoying those who are sitting beside me and not giving me any encouragement for now. And just basically the how Job's friends were before they talked. I am actually now enjoying those types of friendships. So yeah,
Yeah. If you guys are out there listening, if you think about Matt, give him some love, give him some prayers. I'm sure he and his family would appreciate that. Um, yeah, I mean, I feel you on not necessarily on the death front, but as far as like things struggles that just keep happening, like building on top of the other. I think it's a natural human thought process to think, okay, now what? What next? What's going to happen next? I mean, that's where I was. That's my mental headspace where I was a year ago when COVID hit, and then I started getting sick, and then I got hospitalized, and then my car, of course, like my right front tire of my car just fell off. Like it just decided it doesn't want to stay attached to the car anymore. So now it's like another multi-$100 expense. And I was like, of course that would happen. What else? What else is going to happen? What other misfortune? What other calamity? Um, but man, there's a beauty in, um, I mean, it's my little tagline, struggling well, like to go through a struggle, to go through something, and to just be like, you know what? Yeah, life sucks sometimes, and sometimes it just gets worse and worse. But to be able to say that out loud, to be able to process that, and to be able to be real. I mean, that's the essence of Yob. So much of it is to be real
mm-hmm.
about our struggles and not to pretend that they don't exist. Um, or that it's or sometimes or to acknowledge that sometimes it's difficult to believe and it's difficult to have hope. um, and
Yeah,
it's my hope that the more we're honest about that, whether it's us on the podcast side or on the blogging side, or anyone out there listening, anyone out there reading, that that truly you're not alone, and that if we're being radically honest together, I think God will absolutely use that and use that to grow us and shape us into something that we couldn't have been otherwise, without that
Yeah.
struggle, without that pain.
Yeah. I mean, as who's Pastor Leah Valesco says, hurting with hope still hurts. So that's definitely true right now. So, but I mean, again, everybody, thank you for your prayers and everything. And hopefully there isn't any more deaths after this. But if there is, I'm gonna have to get prepared for it.
Yeah. Well, thanks for being real, Matt. It's always good to talk to you in either a short form or a long form way. It's always a delight. It's always an adventure to wonder, like, where's Matt going to check in today? From the park, on a skateboard, in a car,
Yeah.
walking down the road? You never know.
Yeah, exactly.
You never know where you're going to get at Matt.
Yeah.
A Matt sighting.
Yep. Exactly.
Well, Matt, before we go, I'm curious, because as we're recording this, it's early summer 2021. COVID guidelines are starting to lessen and loosen. And I was curious if do you have any kind of trips or any kind of adventures or any kind of things you're looking forward to this summer?
Yeah. So I have two major trips. One is going to be during the 4th of July weekend. Me and my group of friends are going to Boston, and we're going to watch. Yeah, we're going to go.
What a 4th of July place to go.
Exactly. That's the reason why we're going on the 4th of July. And in October, my family, we definitely need a break, and we are going to go to Hawaii. So that's going to be in October, and hopefully, if God willing, that I visited my friends, my gay friends, married couple who live in North Carolina, and possibly, maybe, if I do have time, maybe go visit Utah. So,
ooh, and now that I'm more out and about, I would be willing to drive to you, Matt, wherever you happen to be. So we'll have to stay in touch about that, or meet in the middle somewhere or something like that. Could be really fun. That's fun. Have you ever been to Boston or Hawaii?
Nope.
Wow, that's awesome. So 2 new states, 2 new places.
Yep. So I'm excited. So it's going to definitely be a well-needed trip. Along with that, next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend, my group of friends are going to do a cabin trip. So one of my gym buddies has a cabin out in the mountains, and we're going to go there. We're going to enjoy some quality time with our friends. And by the way, I remember I was listening to the last podcast, and you guys were talking about love language. My top one is quality time.
What is it?
It's quality time.
I knew it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And words of affirmation is probably last, right?
Nope. Actually, words of affirmation is second. Next
really?
is it actually is. Like if you actually mean it and you're not like pretending to.
Okay. You just don't like fluffy words. You don't
exactly. So, and then the next one is I believe physical touch. Now it is actually third.
That's huge ascent.
Yeah, and then gift giving, and then
service.
Yeah, acts of service is the last one.
Because you're a very independent person, so I could totally see that. Okay.
Yep.
Interesting. I wasn't even fishing for your love languages, but thank you for offering them to me here in our closing.
Yeah, you're welcome, because I remember
I was curious.
Yeah. So now everybody knows.
No, quality time. If you couldn't pick up on the fact that, he's planning trips to Meow Wolf and eating fried bread and going on a tram and doing, of course, that makes total sense to me. That quality time is probably like 80% quality time, 10%. The next one, and then 5% the next one. Yeah, it's so quality time. That's such a Matthew thing.
Yep.
Well, Matt, it's so good to have you. I'm so glad you're here today, and hopefully we'll be talking on another YOBcast again soon. I have an idea. I'll have to talk to you after this recording. I have an idea of something we could talk about next. So stay tuned for that. If you guys want to check out Matt's blogs and stories, you can check out yourotherbrothers.com/author/Matt. He blogs for us. I think you still blog for us, right?
I definitely will. So I'm in a writer's block right now, and I'm trying to get out of it.
I know you've No, I know you've had a hard year too, so I don't want to like push you too hard. But we miss you, Matt. We missed you on the blog. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. We'll be back soon. We'll be back next week actually with another YOBcast / ConvoCast. Until then, I need to come up with a new closing line, because what I've been saying this whole time for the run of the ConvoCast is, you are not alone, even the sparrow stays at home. But now that COVID is starting to loosen up, I feel like that doesn't apply anymore. It feels out of date. And so I need to come up with something else. So I don't have anything. I mean, last time I just said goodbye or see you later. It's so like anticlimactic. So I don't know. We'll have to brainstorm this together, you guys. But until the next time that you hear my voice and my fellow co-host voices, hang in there, everyone. And we'll talk again soon. See you guys.
Laters.